Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Buy's Space Relic Hunters by Sylvain RUNBERG and GRUN. That's the writer artist team, and they're I believe French. So I don't know if I pronounced it right at all. So this is going to be a bit of an unboxing video. Funny story here. One of the YouTubers I follow, Doc's Comics. A few days ago, I watched a video of his, and he showed this graphic novel, uh, Space Relic Hunters, and he just it was kind of a haul video, I guess, and he mentioned it casually. He said it was a Kickstarter. It was a French comic, graphic novel, actually, just a one-shot graphic novel, Mobius kind of style, sci-fi ish. The artwork looked fantastic. Looked like the great kind of European artwork that I like for comics, and it was just kind of a no brainer for me. As soon as he showed that and explained what it was, I was like, I'm interested. So I promptly got myself onto eBay, and I found several copies on there. Apparently, this just had a Kickstarter recently, which ended not long ago. And so there's a few copies of this on eBay. I found the cheapest one I found was $20, and the cost of the Kickstarter campaign for you to get this hardcover was $25. So this was listed for $20 and free shipping. And I said, "Holy cow! Okay, I'll take it." That one I didn't buy it instantly. I put it on my watch list because I was like, "Do I need more comics in my house right now when I'm trying to, you know, put all my stuff away after being in storage for years? I'm trying to cram all of my collection into one little room in our basement, and it's been challenging. It brings to mind the old expression, trying to jam 20 pounds of you know what into a 40 pound, well, 5 pounds into a 10-pound bag. You know what I mean? So I didn't need to buy it. I just stuck it in my wish list on eBay, or my watch list. And as happens when you do that, not too long later, I got an offer from the seller. And the offer was the greatest offer I've ever gotten on eBay, ever. It was 50% off. And I've gotten like 25% off before, I think, which was pretty good, but never 50%. So $10 for this $25 comic book, hardcover graphic novel, and free shipping. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Got it in the mail, and I was planning on doing this like unboxing style, and I did an unboxing video once where a commenter on the video mentioned, I could read the addresses on the shipping labels on your box before you unboxed it. You don't want to have that. That's bad. So I said, point taken. And this time, before I started rolling, I was getting out my pen and Sharpie to block out the addresses. I'm just going to leave them. They're on the other side. I'm just going to leave them there. And I noticed that the return address was none other than Chuck Dixon, a comic book writer, ever since the 80s. Wrote Batman, created Bane, broke Batman's back in the 90s. Huge career and still prolific today. As a matter of fact, just sold a script for one of his novels that he wrote. He didn't. I don't think he wrote the script, but he just sold that to Sylvester Stallone. So he's really cooking still. But anyway, let's get back to this. But that was just so bizarre to me that Chuck Dixon has a YouTube channel which I follow, and he got, like, I've been listening to his Ask Chuck Dixon videos, his weekly videos, for years now, and he's what got me into the Brunelli comics, the Italian comics that what's the company that prints them here in English? Epicenter Comics. yeah, he got me into that, and and I listen to his channel all the time. Listen to his weekly shows here on YouTube all the time, and it's just so bizarre. It's just so bizarre how this worked out. So and like I bought Kickstarter stuff from Chuck Dixon too. He's constantly doing Kickstarter stuff with all kinds of people. He's working with all kinds of people and putting out stuff, and I pick up quite a bit of it actually. I, he's a really good writer. If if you're an old nerd like me, you probably really appreciate his stuff. If you don't read Chuck Dixon or follow Chuck Dixon at this point in your life, and you're upset that new comics, modern comics stink, and and you can't find any any you want to get new comics but can't find any, I would recommend looking into Chuck stuff. Uh, just saying. But yeah, it's really weird how this all came about. Kind of strange. But needless to say, I'm gonna cut out that eBay shipping label on the box and put it with my comic book memorabilia because that's kind of cool. So I didn't want to block that out. As soon as I read who it was, I was like, oh my god. Anyway, back to the topic at hand: Space Relic Hunters by RUNBERG and GRUN. Look at this cover. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I love. And then you throw this. Let me just read this. To throw the concept on top of this awesome artwork and a nice hardcover graphic novel. I'm guessing Chuck bought this because it sounded interesting to him based on his love of Benelli comics. I'm guessing he probably got this from Kickstarter, read it, and now just wanted to sell it. So that's my guess. But um, so maybe this stinks. I hope not. It sounds good. It's got some accolades online. I looked at it, I researched it a little bit, and it's got some accolades. So anyway, the artwork grabbed me first, and then the concept. Let me read this. 2 centuries after a devastating interplanetary religious war, the galaxy is under the iron grip of the Great Quartet, 4 deities who've outlawed all rival beliefs and unleashed the divine legions to crush dissent. But faith is resilient, and in the shadows of this cosmic tyranny, ancient alien religions survive through relics smuggled across star systems. Enter Zia, a fearless human relic hunter, and little Merkur, her masked alien partner with secrets of his own. Together, they navigate the black market underworld of outlawed artifacts, joined by Vitelius, a disgraced centurion turned rogue. Their latest mission: retrieve a relic from a hostile planet where danger lurks in every crater, and betrayal is just a warp jump away. Smugglers, gods, and galactic rebellion, what more could you ask for? From Sylvain RUNBERG and GRUN, the creators of On Mars. Now I've got to, if this is good, if this is as good as I think it's going to be, I've got to try this earlier story by the same creators called On Mars. But first, I've got to read this. So doesn't that sound cool? And look at the artwork, Jonesy. Look at this artwork. Wow, look at that. I gotta pull this back a little bit. It's my daughter made me this backdrop out of beer coasters. Look at that. Holy smokes. This is great. Yeah, this is in great condition. Like I said, I bet he bought it, read it, wasn't something he wanted to keep in his collection, and sold it. Hopefully that doesn't mean it stinks. Magnetic press. Yeah, the Kickstarter. I looked at the Kickstarter for this, and you could, as an add-on, you could get this book On Mars. It says it's getting like low supplies of that, so I'm gonna have to read this quick so I can find out if I need to get it before it gets expensive, potentially. But yeah, look at this artwork. Jiminy crickets. I hope this doesn't suck because it looks great. It looks like Mobius. Not as good, but very good anyways. Yeah, look at that. And the coloring, I love the coloring. Oh, this is the kind of sci-fi comics that really, really hit the spot for me. This kind of stuff. Uh, so the Kickstarter campaign had 1,600 backers and raised over $66,000. So that's pretty good. I've never heard of these guys. So apparently they've got a bit of a following to have that good of a Kickstarter. Um, if if I had been aware of this before the Kickstarter campaign concluded, the next tier above this, you could get this same book but with a nice slipcase, a nice hardcover slipcase for it, for I think $50. I think I would have done that. I would have, like, if I had read On Mars and I was a big fan of these guys, that's what I would have done, probably. But yeah, probably if I'd just gone in sight unseen just to give this a try, I probably would have just picked this though. I would have just gotten this no slipcase. But I'm excited. This is going to be really cool. To I Yeah, and the sequence of events that how this landed in my possession is so strange to me, so bizarre. Uh, but anyway, if you like this kind of stuff, I also do a series on this channel where I'm reading my Marvel comics in publishing date ish order, and doing a video on each comic that I read. I'm currently in the year 1977. I think the video